I'm going to need some spruce logs for the cabin. I used round logs for ceiling joists when I first built the place, so I'll do the same in the addition. I like the way it looks and it saves me money, and you know how I feel about win-win situations. Now this old 562 has been a good saw, and we've made a lot of sawdust together over the years. But, like me, it's feeling its age. A bit of wear and tear, don't you know? I just wish all my parts were as easy to replace. Just giving it a little nudge. I got the pine branches coming out and then the maple branches coming out. The spruce is real lofty, you know. I just don't want to get it hung up at all up there. So just give it a little nudge. It's a lot easier to do it this way than have it getting kind of hung up there and then be messing around and getting in harm's way. So I'm going to get that and probably be able to get a couple of good spruce poles out of it for the cabin.
Well, you sure made quick work of that.
I'll need maybe 8 to 10 logs for the ceiling of the addition. I cut some last year, which are nicely seasoned. These, not so much, but they'll have to do. The trunk of this one is a bit large for what I have planned, but sometimes plans change. And it's not that I change my mind a lot, I just keep getting better ideas, so I go with those. Who wouldn't? Now I know what you're gonna say. Probably things like, you ain't no spring chicken, you know. You should hire help. Save your back. Save your arms. Let the machine do the work. I had a friend that always said those things too, and he died at 57, weak and out of shape. If you don't do things to stay strong, you get weak. Don't use it, you lose it. It's as simple as that. Well, I wish we got those logs a lot sooner than we did. But then again, I'm glad we got them when we did. Because we've gotten a lot more snow since then. And it would be a lot harder to get them out of there. And tonight we're expecting 16 to 20 inches of snow here. And up at the cabin, they're supposed to get 22 inches. So we've been getting a lot of snow. But down here where we were cutting firewood this fall, this was wood for next year. We stacked up all the brush and we were going to burn it a little at a time. But then I left it here for the moose. And I want to go down and see if anything's been visiting it. There hasn't been much critter activity around here. You see, with all the tops facing one way, they have all these little buds. And they like those, okay? They can't reach them. And there's all this for them. The last time that I was down here, the moose had come on both sides of the stack and were eating some of those buds, but they weren't here. Then I was standing right down there and I spotted 2 moose up on the hill. It's all tracked up with moose. Yeah, moose track facing that way. That's his dew claws there, poking in. Kind of looks like bear fingerprints, but it's not. The moose is going that way. It's funny he came to the butt ends, but he's reaching way over on top. And he's pulling, and he's eating the buds. See? Yeah. Eating all the buds. Like that. But he's reaching way over there. Alright, look at this. Oy! And tearing the tops off. Yeah. A long necker. Eating all the buds. Walked in here. Nibbled some of that. And walked all over the place over here. And walked up to the pile. So they've been nibbling on this for a while now. Yeah. Getting all the buds that they can't reach normally. Oh, there's a moose right there. See that dark spot? See him? See that? That's a moose. There's a moose right there, man. Awesome. Very cool. Well, there's 2. 2 of them. That was cool. I just looked and I saw the dark chocolate spot against the snow backdrop. Very cool. And I got it on camera too. Awesome. That was a Kodak moment. Right place at the right time. Well, I swapped the card, so we'll see if any moose came before this last snow. Normally I'll have like 20 to 30 on my cameras up on that hillside there, but not this year. It's been very few. I don't know why. But these cameras, I have such good luck with them. I run the Wild Game Innovations. I'll put a link to them in the description below. I was going to buy a few more the other day, and they were still $39.95. You can't beat that. And if you drop one in the river or someone steals it, it doesn't hurt that bad. And they take good footage. I like them so much that I bought 23 of these cameras, and I have 1 bush now. And I want to get a few more because I have them on my acreage up in New York too. And I'm shopping for property up there. I'm going up to look at a 94-acre parcel. And if I buy it, I'll put a bunch more cameras out. Because I like getting the footage and I share it with you. I've had a lot of real cool critters that I've shared with you over the years. And speaking of cool critters, look at this little fella that we've been feeding up here at the garage. We found these pork butts on sale for 99 cents a pound. So we bought 80 pounds to grind into sausage and saved a lot of money in the process. We saved the scraps for our friends that occasionally drop by, like this little fella.
Frankie and the boss out walking in the woods, living life happy and free. Tracks in the snow everywhere they go, there's a pokey way up in that tree. A beaver built a pond where they have some fun, taking life a day at a time. Best friends until the end, Frankie and the boss, Frankie and the boss, Frankie and the boss.